Hello everyone, welcome back. I hope I'm audible to all present in the class. Good morning everyone. Good afternoon. Fine. Now let's start the journey of generics. Before we start, one of the legacy class which is a part of collection I would like to discuss, which is none other than vector with the same theme but extra features. I'll go back here. All right. I'll say switch. I want to get into finishers, right? And it is going to be the most crucial discussion for your upcoming journey. I'll also discuss comparable comparator interface, which is one of the commonly asked interview question about the comparator and comparable interface in Java. And then we shall start the maps and stream APIs. Okay. So can we continue the journey, guys, from where we had stopped in the last class? Every one of you. I'll say new class. I will say here launch vector. Vector is one of the legacy class. Before whatever collection is doing, to do the same, before Joshua proposed collection hierarchy, they had enumeration is what I have told. Vector is one of the class. But later, the same class have been added into collection hierarchy under list interface. Okay. So let me just create the instance of this. I'll say vector type v equals to new vector. I would like to do this. It's done. After which I'll say v dot. Guys, we have add. All four are coming from list. Apart from this, you have something called as add element. Are you able to see this? So whatever was there in array list and linked list, same methods are there. Alongside that, we do have something called as add element also. You can use add also, you can use add element also. Add element because it is also implementing enumeration interface. Okay. Because it's a part of enumerator also, it's a part of list also. List after collection introduced, they have added this. Earlier it was also there. Before collection also this class was there. So use add method or add element method. Both of them will do same. I'll go here and say 300. Maybe I'll go here and add whatever method you use. It will do the same thing. All the add methods which were there in the array list and linked list, they are there. One extra method is there, which shows that it is also, implementing the enumeration interface. I'll go here, V, and I would like to run this. If I run, I'm getting the same thing, no change. Now we have iterator, right? Here also we should have iterator. If it is also implementing collection hierarchy, it should also have the iterator. I will say here, iterator. It will give you one cursor to you. I will say ITR. I will get that cursor, the pointer for our collection. I will say here as long as ITR has the next element, ITR dot has, I'll say dot has next element, has the next element. I will say here system dot out dot println ITR dot next. I would like to run this. It is doing the same thing. Earlier, before iterator, see, iterator is a part of collection hierarchy. And what did I say? Vector was there even before collection hierarchy. So something it was having, right? So for which I would like to say here, ITR dot. See here, we had a method called as, not ITR, my bad. I'll say V dot elements. It used to give you enumeration. I'll say here enumeration. Enumeration is ready. Now I'll say here, as long as enumeration has more elements. I will say here system dot out dot println enumeration dot next element. Guys, are you understanding? So add element is there. No, this was there before collection. This was there before collection. Now in the collection we have this. See here, same thing only. Whatever iterator does, same thing this enumeration also does. The theme, however, the iterator theme is there. You can see exactly it is in the same theme. So it showed it's a legacy class. Before that also it was there. Now also it is available. Is that clear to everyone present in the class? All of you? So later it was not a part of collection hierarchy, but later they have added. After adding, iterator you can use. Suppose if it was not a part of collection hierarchy, only enumeration. So whatever you can do here with respect to the iterator, same thing you can do with respect to the enumeration. So Java also tried to give the solution for the problems which were there in arrays, but they lacked in the uniform theme. Dictionary was different, this was different, and there were in the sad state. That's when the Joshua told, I have a hierarchy which you can introduce in Java. It will solve many of your problems. Java was an open source programming language and they accepted the project. And from Java 2, they have introduced collection. And later, all the legacy classes, dictionary, they have added into the map collection hierarchy. And this they have added into the normal collection hierarchy. Is that clear to everyone? Yes, no, maybe? All of you present here? Are you all there, guys? Everyone? Can we kickstart the journey of one of the most important topic where real-time use is heavy, which I will show you in our Spring Boot journey? What is the real use? By default, you will understand, but why we have that concept and how we have to work with that concept, you have to start. I will say here, launch generics number 1. Launch generics 1. Carefully understand, dear friends. Can I say everyone is focusing here to me in today's class? Yep. I will say here, new integer type of array. Maybe for 3 locations. For which I'll give here as array of integer. Any problem to anyone here? What is the difference between array and array list? Array is fast. First part, array is fast. Array list is not fast. It's an object, then we have to add separately one by one by using the method. Second thing, it promotes type safety. Array list doesn't promote type safety. What is the type safety? That is what we are learning now in next 5 minutes of time. We do not have any predefined methods with this object. We have to make use of utility class. In case of arrays, we do have a predefined methods within itself. You need not to use extra utility class. That's not needed for most of the operations. Fine, everyone. So whenever you have a fixed set of values, which will not change often, which will not grow or shrink often, the size will not change often, and it is one type of data, even today it is recommended to use arrays, not array list. If it is a predefined values that it is going to be integer only, that too the size will not very often change, then it is arrays. If you are not sure about the size, that size might grow, might shrink, and you don't know about the fixed length of the size, you don't know about the type of the data, then it is always collection. Okay, great. Array always support type safety. What do you mean by that? By default supports type safety. What exactly it is? I will add some data here. 0th location. I will add some 4. Guys, first of all, whenever you create the array, will you not specify what type of data you are going to store here? Are you going to be sure, right? Guys, I want to retrieve the data of array. I will say here array of 0th index. At the time of retrieving, I am 200% sure that it is an integer value. It is an integer value. I can store in integer type of data. Why? Because array first only we specify what is the type of data. Are you all there? So at the time of data retrieval, are you in doubt or are you 100% sure it is integer type of data? 100% sure. Because it is predefined. Array stores homogeneous type of data. 100% type safety is there. That means you are aware what type of data you are working on. 100% aware. No doubt only. There. Example I will create with respect to this. Maybe I'm storing some information in the form of string. I will say new string. Maybe I'll say here 3. I will store str is an square bracket before this. After this should not be a matter of concern. All of you are already aware of this. String. Now guys, I'll say str of 0. I'm going to add maybe for an instance telescope. After which I'll say str of 1. I'm going to add here equals to maybe Java. str. Guys, are you 100% sure whenever someone says that there is a collection of telescope information inside the array? So you are sure? No, it's going to be string only. No doubt on this. It's not going to be some information integer, some information string, nothing as such, right? So at the time of retrieving the data, someone has created an array. I want to retrieve. My part is data retrieval. So am I in confusion, guys? What is there inside the first index of an array? String type of array? No, it's sure, right? All of you, are you there with me? Everyone? So array promotes type safety. That means you as a developer are aware what type of data we are going to store in an array. We are sure about type. At the time of data retrieval, you will not do any mistake because you are 100% sure. What do you mean by no type safety? No type safety. There is no type safety. Where? How can we store one more large volume of data? We have a concept of collection. Any collection class you take in that matter. Any collection class. Please see very carefully everyone present in the class. I will say al dot add. Guys, if you don't focus here, same thing. Majority of them, if they have understood, I will not repeat. Don't even ask also. Ask me at 8:30. Once the class is over, I'll say I'm open for Q&A. You ask me on planet Earth, why do we have semicolon? I will answer. I don't mind. But not in between the class. Repeat. If majority of them have told yes, 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 don't ask repeat. Ask at the doubt session. You ask, you repeat full concept, maybe we'll discuss it. That's a different case. In between, don't distract. If majority of them says no, they have not understood, I'll repeat 20 times. Correct? Out of 10, if 8 of them have understood, the 2 of them, either they have maybe not focused. If they have any doubt, they should ask in the doubt session. If I'm teaching, 2 understood, 80% of the class didn't understand, it is my responsibility to repeat in the live class itself, not in the doubt session. All of you, am I making sense, everyone? Yes, no, maybe? So can you all focus now itself? Everyone? Because whenever I have repeated no, same words I have used, same way I have told, people said, yes, I have understood now. I have not told something special. I have not taken some extra example. What is a pattern I have observed is when people say repeat, I repeat same pace, same English words, same thing. They'll say, now I have understood. That means it was not problem of this. It was a problem of focus. So now upfront, I'm telling all of you, please focus very carefully. Okay, now? Guys, I am creating a collection of string type of data. Point number 1. Clear? Yes, no, maybe? All of you. I will say dot add 44. Someone told me that there is a Telesco information, Telesco name, and what language they work on. All of this information available inside in collection. You have to retrieve. My part was data retrieval part. Okay, now everyone. So that was my part, and they were asking me to do something with that operation. Just convert that to lowercase or uppercase or something. Some string type of operations I have to do. What I have done here, I have said, okay, I will collect the data first of all. I'll call this. I will say in the 0th index, we do have some data. Guys, whatever in your collection you have, it has been stored as an object. I want to convert that first of all. I will say here, yes, 1. And I have to downcast. Why I have to downcast, guys? Whatever data is getting stored, it is an object type. I want to convert it to my own type. That is about the string type. Maybe I'll convert that dot to lowercase or uppercase, wherever, whatever you want, you can do that. I'll get back to S1. Why I'm getting back? You all know the history geography of it. I will say system.out.println S1. Someone told string related data is there in your collection and you're performing string related operation. I will tell here as first index S1, S2, and I'll say S2 dot this. I will store back in the S2 and I'll print S2. Someone told this, so I'm following that. That there is a string related collection. Please collect the data, convert every string into lowercase. I'm doing that. Any problem to anyone so far, guys? There was a demand that I should take data from the collection, I should convert to lowercase. If I have to run this application, am I doing this? But guys, are you sure in that collection only string type of data is there? I was under the illusion that since someone told me that I have to convert all the elements of an collection, all the elements of a collection, I am taking all the elements and I have converted index number 3, 0, 1, 2, 3. This index also into string and trying to print it. Exception. Class cast exception. Is exception good for applications? Is exception good for applications? So someone told there is a collection of string objects. Collect the data from there and convert that to lowercase. I'm a Java developer. These things are easy for me. What I've done, I retrieved the data one by one. I converted to lowercase. It was easy task for me. I'm a Java developer. For me, it's all easy things. Are you all there here, everyone? Yes. But here, I got an exception because everything was not string. I didn't know that. It is leading to exception, which is at the runtime, not at the compile time. Runtime, compile time error, easy to even error. It's a runtime. I hope all of you are able to realize this. So is there any type safety? Is there any type safety? Did compiler warn me that if you retrieve it is of integer type of data, not string? Did compiler warn me? No compile time error. Guys, if I have to go here and add the data, string type of maybe 3. If I try to add number, will it allow? Compile time error only. And compile time error, if you say error, is there any type safety? So there has to be type safety. Guys, from the day one of collection, are you observing this yellow color line? It's a warning. Array is a raw type. References to generic type, these should be parameterized. It's not compulsory, but no, compile is warning. This is not a good way to create an array. Don't work with multiple type data in one collection, please. It's a request. Don't do that mistake. Don't do that. It's a wrong approach. Though if I create, it is working, no problem, but not recommended. All the collection classes, yellow color warning. Like, please don't do that. Then achieve the type safety. How to achieve the type safety? And what is happening behind the scene, everything you'll understand. Within this angle bracket, I will say string. I will say list equals to new array list. And from Java 5 it was introduced till Java 7. Right side also you have to do like this. From the Java 7, right side it was avoided. Directly you can skip and just tell this much. Based on the left side reference, it will only consider automatically. This is the concept of generics. Are you getting that yellow line, guys, which we have got earlier? Any warning are you getting from compiler? That means right now, am I able to achieve type safety? Am I sure that in my collection I have only string type of data? Am I 100% sure? 110% sure? Yes. If you add any data, I will say here maybe whatever data you want to add, that's a different case. Maybe I'll say here Java. And I will add some data like this. It's going to be no problem. I'll say a Spring Boot. I will say yes, Spring Boot is over, Java is over. What is left out? Java, Spring Boot, and then Java, Spring Boot. Microservices, I'll say microservices. After which I will say list dot add. I will add 10. Is it even expecting, guys? See here, I'm getting compile time error. So if someone says collect the data from your collection, collect the data from your collection, are you sure that inside this collection there are only string type of data? Are you 100% not sure? I hope I'm able to convey this everyone present in the class. All of you. I will say here string type of data. Within this I'll say system.out.println d. If I just have to run this, see, oh, class cast because of this. We're getting class cast because of this code. Okay, now I'll go back. I'll comment this part. I'll comment this part. All right. Now the error will not be there. All right. All this is fine. But also, are you getting this, guys? Everyone? Yes, no, maybe. So because you're sure that it's going to be only string type of data, here type safety you have achieved. How to achieve type safety in collection? By using which concept? Which concepts? You can be assured that what type of data you are going to store. You can be assured of it. Yes, everyone. For example, guys, I'll go here. I'll create one class. I will say a class employee. I'll go here and say private. Enter the type of ID. Private. String type of name. Private. String type of city. One employee object is there. Let me generate one collection of this. I'll go back here. I'll create one constructor using the fields. Whatever you want, you can add it. You all know by default. I'll go and override the toString method. What is the significance of toString method? Also, we have learned it. How much you have revised? It's you on your own. Yo-yo. I'll go and create one more collection. I'll say array list type. I will say here employee. I will say here employees is the list name of my collection equals to employees equals to, or maybe employee equals to new array list. Guys, what type of data I can add inside this? Can I add employee dot any string type of data? Can I add it? Maybe can I say like this? Employee dot maybe any Java. Can I do that? Is it even allowed? Not allowed. Only employee. I'll say employee dot add. See, guys, it is not expecting no object type data. It is expecting what type of data? Employee. Here also it is expecting only string type of data. You cannot even add. Let's create one object of employee, guys. I will add here object of employee. Maybe I will add number 1 is the ID. I'll give the name of the employee, for example, Rupan. And I would like to just go and city. I'll say, for example, Bengaluru. No problem. You can add it. See, you can add any type of data. It's not like only string and integer or predefined data types. No, it could be any other type also. Not a problem. All good. Everyone present in the class? Yes or no? Any ambiguity to anyone? No ambiguity. All good. I've added it. Yes. Everyone. Great. If you want, you can apply and you can print. The data will be there. That's a different case. I'll give one divider system.out.println. If you want to see this way also, it is possible. But if you want to see what is there, since I have overridden the toString method, guys, since I have overridden the toString method, just tell me one thing. I'll say here, can I print a reference variable? Will it print object? Because toString method inside the employee I have overridden. You can see here. If I override the toString method, if I print the reference variable, will it print address of an object or will it print the actual data? No response to the response. Here we are getting this. If all good, everyone? Yes, no? You cannot create generics with the help of primitive data type. Primitive is not allowed. What do you mean by that? You cannot say like this. Int is a primitive or object, guys. Int is a primitive or object. Primitive. Primitive is not allowed for the generic type. Primitive is not allowed. This is invalid. See, I'm getting one error here. It should be of object type. It should be of reference of an object type. You cannot write, primitive. I'll say here, primitive is not allowed. It is very important, guys, in the interview also. And as a developer, you must know also. It is digestible concepts. You should digest. You don't have any other thing. Okay. You cannot give like this. Array list. Array list. Array list. I will say here object. I'll say here object. And again, I will say here array list object. Array list. Okay. What if you need to store only integer values? I will say, come to that here, Kishore. I will say E equals to new array list. Array list. I will say here integer. Guys, integer is the child class. Array list object is a parent class. One side parent, one side child. Is it allowed? Is it allowed? Not allowed. Are you getting it? If I want to store only integer, have we discussed the concept of wrapper classes, guys? Integer. For every primitive data type, do we have a corresponding class? For every primitive data type, do we have a corresponding class? Is that clear? All of you? So fundamentally, why generics and what is the theme of generics? Is there any doubt before I move ahead? If all of you can acknowledge. Yes, no, maybe. If all of you may permit, can I go ahead with the concept of generics, dear friends? I am calling the array list class. I am passing this beside the class name. I am passing this array list class beside the class name I am passing. What is happening behind the scene? Can we try to understand, guys? See here, array list. In the class, are you able to see this? Beside the class, how it is arranged. List also it is there. See here, list, Abstract list. Everywhere they have used the concept of generics. They have created the class only like this. See, guys, I have told you, no, Josh is one of the greatest author for this. One more guy is there whose name is Neil Gaftar. These two are the legends because of whom in Java we got which framework? Collection framework, or you can say collection hierarchy. These are the legends. Fine, now you can see how they have done the coding of these classes. Why it is doing this? You can see the coding of this. Every method, you can see how behind the scene they have coded to make our life easy. So much of coding they have done it. See here. All of you present in the class? Yes, no, maybe. I'll go back here. Now I'll go and create maybe my own generics, like the way we have my own class which supports generics concept. How array list support generics? No, I'll try to create my own class which supports generics concepts. Can we do that, guys? Launch generics 2. Any class it could be. Yeah, you have seen that, right? Predefined how they have written the code. I would like to do something similar here also. Nothing. Any class it could be. It's not be a matter of concern. I'll go back here and write class, any class name. Maybe I'll give it as generics only. That means it's not a predefined class, guys. You can give your girlfriend name here. It should not be a problem. I will say here of type T, any type. That's the meaning of it. It's any type. See here, I have given type. Fine. Huh? Now, guys, I will go here and create instance of generics. Generics type G equals to new generics. It's my own class, guys. Generics. And guys, are you not getting yellow line? See, if I remove this, yellow line will not be there. See, it's normal object, no warnings. But if I add this, if I don't pass anything, are you getting yellow line? Warning. Now I will say in this class, I want to work with integer type of value. See, the yellow line is gone. Warning is gone. Generics. All of you present in the class? Yes. If you want what is there inside this, you can get also. I will say here, private type of reference. What is there inside the T if you want? T I have given. Okay. I will say here public. Maybe I'll say here collection. I'll say generics. I would like to collect here T type of reference. And I'll say reference equals to this dot reference. Okay. Someone is calling the constructor also, they have to pass the type. That's what I'm trying to say here. After which I'll say public. What is that? Maybe I'll say here void one display method. What I'll do in the display method, I'll print something. System.out.println. I will say here the type of T is I will go here and say T dot get class, or maybe I'll say reference dot get class dot get name. Reference dot get name. Okay. Now it will give you what is there inside this. And also I will generate one getter here. I will right click. I'll go back to my source. I will just get one getter there. Okay. I want to get this getter. I have the getter also. Okay now. Everyone. Yes. Now guys, I'm going to say here and pass 44. What type of data I have told here, guys? Integer. Am I passing any, did I write here integer type of data in my constructor? Did I write integer, guys? Did I write integer? No. I've told T type. This type, whatever is the this type. And what is the type I have given there while creating the object? Integer. And here I'm giving 44. Any problem? Huh? G dot display. After which I'll say G dot, maybe I would like to print it system dot out dot println. I will say G dot get T. What is there inside that reference? I'll go back here, and if I have to just run this, see guys, the type of T is java.lang.integer. Integer class which is present inside java.lang package, and 44 is the data which is there here inside this variable. Are you all able to understand? Yes. Guys, can you do like this? Let me see how much you have understood. Can you do like this? And I'll pass here maybe Java or any string value in that matter. What is the type I have told here? Integer. What am I giving here? Java. It should be allowed or not? Am I getting compile time error? It's a compile time error. Fine. Yep. Now if I do like this, at the time of object creation, I'm specifying what type of data I'm going to work with. I will say here, I'm going to work with string type of data. String type of data. And I'll specify. Any problem, huh? Guys, no problem. I've told here. Because at the time of object creation, I've told what type of data I'm working. Based on this type, when creating the object, I'm passing that. Because already I've defined what is T. I've told you T is string. So T means string here. And now string type of data only I can pass. Yes. Everyone present in the class. I will say G2 dot display method and system dot out dot println G2 dot get reference. If I have to run this, you can see here, it is of string type. I'm able to do that without a problem. Fine, everyone. All of you present the class. You can do that in the interface also, guys. I'll say here example interface alpha. Okay. Right now I have not specified. If I say implements alpha, I need not to do anything. But now I will say here of type T. Now see, suddenly yellow warning. Where is the generics? You have not achieved type safety. I'm going to say here maybe string type of data for an example. No problem. For interface also we can specify. All good? Guys, same thing is happening behind the scene. I'll open any of the class. I'll open there. I'll go here. Open the declaration. Right click. Open the declaration. See here, guys. Are they not using the concept of generics? This interface also you can see. So only you have to pass it. And how they have done the body, you can check, guys. Each thing, how it is doing. They have done a lot of coding and documentation. If you want, you can go and read out and see if you can also implement their code. Fine now? All of you? I hope it is making sense to everyone present in the class. And also if I have to open the tree set, how they have done the arrangement, because of its sorted order it is showing. If you are curious, open the body and see. See guys, I have told you no, it is implementing navigable. Navigable parent is sorted set. Sorted set parent is set interface. Okay. All of you. The add method, if I have to call, what they have done, you can just check it. What coding they have done, you will get to know about it. Internally, they are using comparator and comparable interface to sort and store the data. That's the reason it can store only sorted data automatically. It will be storing. Okay. Anyway, so fundamentally part 2 of generics clearer. Can I go a little bit heavy, if you all may permit me? Little bit. All good, huh? No problem. I'll go back here. Understand this to the best of your ability, and you have to see this. And if you are able to understand this practically also going forward in our classes, I will use it. Okay. Real time use also you'll get to know. I will say here launch generics 3. After generics, maps, collections class, comparable comparator interface, followed by stream APIs, and we are done. Okay. I would like to go here. Maybe I'll create one class here. Everyone, please see very carefully. I'll create a class called as class human. Normal. Any class it could be. I'm just giving human class. Int is a type of age. I will say here public void one display method. Normal display method, which we have been doing it. I will say here system.out.println. Maybe some message I will write. Humans are best creature. Something, whatever you want, you can give. Okay. After which I will create one class, class student extends human. Anyone has any problem in the code which you can see on your screen, guys? Anyone? I will say class employee. Any relationship between employee and human, guys? Are they related classes or unrelated classes? Unrelated classes, no link, no relationships. Student and human, we have parent and child relationship. Correct? All of you? Right, no problem. I will say here, new object. Normally, first understand this. I'll create new object. Object is a predefined class, guys. I'm creating object of that object. I will say our object type. It's a parent of all classes. Correct, everyone? I will say a string type of s equals to new string, and I will create one string object of any type of, maybe I'll say alien. No problem. Student and object. Who is a parent? Who is a child, guys? String and object. Who is parent? Who is child? Who is a parent? Who is a child? Object is a parent. I'm going to say S. Any issues, sir? As per the polymorphism, any issues? Any problem, guys? Whatever is there inside this, can I store inside the object? No problem. Those who know the OOPS concept, only for them my question is. Guys, can I say S equals to OBJ? Can I say this way? Reverse? Can I say reverse? Possible. At least directly not possible. Parent to child, downcasting, if not possible. Correct? Downcasting possible, but directly can you store? Generally, directly can you store? Not possible. All good so far? Everyone present in the class? Good, no? No problem. Please understand this. I will create the instance of human type of human or whatever you want equals to new human. All right. I will create here a student type of yes equals to new student. Okay. What is the big deal inside this? Guys, can I say whatever is there? Okay. Hey, we don't have a student or students have to, sorry. Guys, can I say S equal to H? Any problem? Can I say here, guys, yes equals to H? Reverse? All of you present in the class? So far, so good? No issues? Now, guys, I'm going to do here, I will create array list. Type humans. Understand this to the best of your ability, dear friends. Type, I'll say here, human 1. I'll say h list 1, human list 1 equals to new array list. Inside this, what type of data I can add, my dear friends? Human type of data I can add, no problem. No doubt in this. I will not add by default, everyone knows. No point. That is not what I want to tell you here. I'll go back here. I will say S list. I'm going to add here student. Students. What type of data in the student list? There. Now, guys, who is the parent? Who is the child? Inside this collection of parent class or collection of child class, child objects. And how about here? Collection of child, collection of parent. Now, whatever we have done this, can we do something like this here? Human list 1 equals to student list 1. Is it allowing you guys? Can you add collection of a student inside a collection of human reference? No, it's not allowed. Compile time error. All of you present in the class? Yes? Slowly, I'm teaching you one of the concept, which is the most simplified way I'm just trying to say. Real use also, I'll show you in upcoming classes of Spring Boot. Great. I'll go back here. I will add it. Okay. I'll go back. I will add it. I'll say list 2. I'll say list 2. Guys, I'll not specify anything. I'll say unknown type, wild card, unknown. I will say here unknown. Unknown type. You're not sure about what is the type. Unknown type. For this, we also call it as wild card. Wild card. Getting it, everyone? Now, guys, whatever is there in the student list, I'm going to add that reference into my human list. Any error you have got, guys? Any error you have got? It's allowed. Unknown, I have told. Even though it is parent, it is not allowing. It is like any type. Any type. Getting it, everyone? All of you present in the class? Now I'll take this. Understand this also. Guys, till the last, you have to focus here. I'll say question mark. Extends human. Extends a human. That means either it should be of human type or it should be of child of humans. Maximum human. This is called as upper bound. Upper bound. Either human type or child of any human. No problem. Human type or child of. Now, in that regard, I will say S list 3. Student list 3. I am going to add to human list 3. Any error have you got, guys? Any error have you got? Upper bound. And let me see, guys. If that is the case, no problem, no error we have got. I will go and say here employee. Employee. Guys, employee and human, any relationship is there? Employee and human, any relationship? What did I say here? What did I say here? Either human or child of human. Either human or child of human. I will just add here employee list. It should allow or not? Compile time error. But if I add like this, any problem? Because it's a child of it. No problem. Are you all there with me, everyone? So far? I'll go here and say object, guys. Let me see how many of you can answer. Object. Let me know, guys. I'll say object list. I'll say here object list. Is it allowed? Is object child of human or parent of human? Parent, not the child. So this is upper bound. This concept I'm going to use going forward very often. Either humans in this collection or child of human. Nothing apart from that. Human or child of human. Nothing apart from that. No other class. If you say only this, anything you can add. See here, you can add this also, not a problem. You can add whatever you want. It's a wildcard, unknown type. You can add anything you want. Human, employee, whatever you want, you can keep on adding. All good so far? Yes, no, maybe? I'll go ahead here. Maybe I'll do one thing. I'll take this. I will rewrite this. I'll comment this part. Let me comment this part also. I'll comment this part. I'll comment this part also. Okay. Now please understand, guys. There is something called as upper bound. If upper bound is the opposite of upper bound, lower bound. I will not say this. I will not say this. Please hear. I will say here superhuman. Superhuman. Either human or parent of human. Either human or parent of human. Now tell me, guys. I will say here employee list. Employee list 3. I will try to add in a collection of human list. Is it allowed? Any link between employee and human right now? Any link is there? No link. So it is compiled error by default out of the zone. Now, guys, I will say student list. Student list 3. This student list, I want to add it to my human list. Now tell me, guys, it should be allowed or not? Because I've told either human or super of human. Is my student super of human or child of human? Compile time error. It's not allowed. Are you all getting it? Everyone. Now, guys, if I do like this, human list 3 equals to, I will say here, object list 3. Is it allowed? If I say, because object is a parent of human. Fundamentally, are you getting the case of upper bound, lower bound, everyone present in the class? All of you? Yes, no, maybe? Let me write one method to give you more understanding, guys. Practically also, I will use this extensively. For now, one more example I have to give you a little better clarity on this. Okay. I will say here public static method because I want to write in the same class. No. So I have to invoke without instance. I will say here invoke any method name of your own choice, display method, anything. Whatever method name you want, you can give. No problem. Please be very careful. I'm going to do something here. I will say here list. I want a collection here. I will say placeholder. I will say extends human list. Little bit of realistic use. Okay, that's just a references I've told. One realistic use I will tell now only. Going forward anyway, by default you will understand. Okay, now all of you, everyone. No problem. Guys, I'm going to do something here. I'll say for what is the name of the collection? List is the name of the collection which I'm receiving. I'll just print it. Human type of H, and I'll just print it. System.out.println, system.out.println list. Or maybe not list, my bad, H. One by one. Now, upper bound, lower bound, for now I'll keep it close part of this. Now please see very carefully. I will create a collection. Array list type, maybe human objects. I'll say here I'm creating a collection of human. I'll say here H list. A human collection. That's the meaning of it. Equals to new array list. Array list, and in that I am going to use human. Focus is the key, my dear friends. Nothing is there inside this. And I can challenge there cannot be a simplified version of generics upper bound, lower bound than this. I'll add here new human. Anything you can add, there is no problem. I'm just adding it new human. Like this one object I will add. I'll create a collection of humans. collection of human objects. Okay, now later what I'm going to do, please see very carefully, everyone present in the class. I will call this method, since it's in the same class, the to static method directly I can call. Invoke the display method and I will pass human list. Any problem, guys? Have you got any error? Have you got any error here? No error? Everyone? All of you? I will just take this. I'll go ahead. I will say student. 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 I will say here new, of course it is students. I will say here new students, new students, new students. 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 Of course, right side is not needed, guys, from Java 7. If you want, you can write it, not a problem. I'll give the name as student. I'll give the name as student. Student. Guys, have you got any problem? Have you got any error? Because this is expecting a collection of humans or any child of human. Are you getting what do you mean by upper bound real? Because here I've just used references and all. But now literally realistic. Are you understanding, guys? Everyone in the class? All of you present in the class? I'll comment this. I will go here. I'll not say this. I've told only human. If I pass, am I not getting error, guys? Please pass only human type. Why student collection? Because I've told only human. I didn't use upper bound, lower bound here. All good, everyone? Generics. Now, guys, if all of you may permit, in my upcoming Spring Boot classes, am I eligible to use the concept of generics? Can I use it if you all may permit me? No problem, no? Have you understood what is upper bound, lower bound, how to use generics, why type safety is important? So type safety is one of the most important aspect you have to take care at the time of collection. Fine, huh? No issues? Guys, one more part I would like to just tell you guys how to create different ways to create a collection object. It's not just about the array list. Now also we are passing array list only, no? Kington. Now also we are passing array list only, no? This is also array list, no? But now we are getting error. Now we are getting error. And if I pass here, there is no error. There is no error. List is there. But now why no error? Here also list is only, no? Is it because of list or is it because of the generics which is there within this? Yeah. Is it because of generics or because of array list and list? You might be confused that array list I'm passing to list, so on it is expecting. But now it is not creating any problem. But if I do like this, it is creating a problem. See here, it is creating a problem now. Because it's not because of list, it is because of generics. Is that clear, guys? Everyone? All of you? List is a parent of array list. So you can give, that is a different case. Normally in the polymorphism also you can give. Nowhere related to generics. It's a polymorphism. I'll go back. I will write one thing here. I'll say here launch any collection class. Array list or any collection in that matter. I'll say here launch randomly one class. Guys, I'll go back here. I'll say new array list. New array list. Okay. I have created. And I'll say here. Guys, according to me, who is the direct parent of array list? Which is the direct parent of array list? It is list. Can I create list? If all of you may permit me. It is a list of what type of data, guys? It's a list of what type of data? array list. Integers. Guys, can I do that for the linked list also? Can I do that for linked list? No problem. But can you access every method of linked list? Linked list is implementing two interfaces. DQ also, list also. If you give list as a parent, can you access the methods coming in the linked list from the DQ interface? As per the polymorphism concepts, not allowed. So I hope that much understanding everyone has it. Okay. Now, guys, there is a predefined class to manipulate the data, utility class for the concepts of arrays. What is the name of the predefined class, guys, in the concept of array, which is acting like a utility class? I'll say arrays dot as list. Arrays dot as list. It will create collection of list type, not any other collection, list type. You can add anything. Maybe I'll say 20, I'll say 30, I'll say 40. So here it is creating a collection of list, array list. I will store in any of the list. I'll say here integer type of data, integer type of data. I will say here L. Are you getting it? This way also you can create collection. By using the arrays class also you can create the collection. Anyone and everyone in the class? Yes. This is also a valid way to create a collection. But it is as list, only list type of collection, not anything else. Fine. Let me see how many of you have understood. I'll say public static. That's fine because it's a static. I'm not using any other class. Iterable, iterable, iterable. Type maybe integer. Get integers. Anything is fine. Guys, what is the return type I have told? Can I return any collection class here? Can I return any collection class? Iterable is a parent of all. Iterable is a parent of all. Can I return any collection class of integer values? Any, whatever we want. Linked list, tree set, hash set. Because why I will tell you in future, I'm going to create all that things. Okay. If I even go for the tree set, for example, I can do that. I'll comment this, no problem. I'll have to import, that's it. No problem. Iterable, correct? All of you present the class. If I write this method, I will say get integer, not integers. A tree set, is it allowed, guys? If I go and say list, is it allowed? Not allowed. But if I say this, is it allowed? Are you understanding this part, everyone? Why this much? I'll share this entire, zip it and share entire folder only, guys. I'll go back. I'll say switch case 20 of the class. Maybe let me open Spring Core full day batch. Fast track batch. Everything with code only we understood in today's class, no board work. So you'll not get any doctor handwriting prescription today. Every day, my handwriting is like nothing, no less than a doctor's prescription. Okay. Now, guys, see here. Any concept, I'll use it. I'll open anything. Repositories or service layer, I'll open. Guys, kindly notice, everyone. What is that I'm telling here? List type of vaccines. List type of vaccines. So whatever collection I'm going to return, this is going to return list type of data only. If not, will it work? It will not work. If I have to open this. Okay, you don't worry, for you also all this will happen. So you need not worry on this. See here, what am I telling? Iterable type. So it is like returning a collection which is of any class of collection. Are you all there with me? Everyone? Yes. So in future in my classes, can I use such concepts, guys? Am I eligible? Will you be able to understand by default? without a problem? Able to know, you should understand. No option only. So these concepts are there, which is default. I mean, they are is something which you must understand. You don't have an option. You have to understand. You have to digest. Now, collection, generics. Basically, have you got it, guys? I have to discuss few more things on this. Comparable, comparator, interface, sorting, maps, stream APIs. In collection, 3 topics are left out. Map, stream API, collections class for sorting, which is comparator and comparable interface. After which enum annotation, followed by multi-threading, I will do it. Okay. IO, you can, JDBC and IO in the form of recorded, you can watch. Okay. And then 1 week of break. If something is important, I'll try to see if I have to teach before spring. See, Java is an ocean. I can teach Java for 6 months. Will that be sufficient? Not sufficient. What is that I have kept in mind while teaching Java? I have kept in mind Spring Boot in my mind. Like as a Spring Boot or Java developer in general, day in and day out of your life, what concepts of Java you may have to use very often. So based on that, I have thought, but is Java sufficient of what I am teaching? Java is an ocean. Lot of things are there to be learned. I can teach Java for 4 months, but this batch is of what, guys? Java plus Spring Boot plus microservices. So if I spend time 6 months on Java, 6 months on Spring Boot microservices, 1 year course, it's not even worth. No course is worth more than 6 months. Remember that. You will not show consistency. It is difficult to maintain the consistency. I mean, common sense, guys. Is there someone in the class? No. Let it take 4 months, 5 months. I want Java, every concept. Nothing is left out. I'm not telling I'm missing out something. Here and there, again, some concepts are there that might have missed. But right now, did I make you versatile, guys? Versatile enough that any remaining concept of Java you can understand from anywhere? Like, have you understood Java with whatever I have taught, only that concepts? Or like in general, do you understand programming in Java? Like generic or no specific? And guys, remember, no answer is answer. If someone feels no, you take 4 months, 1 year, I can say, let me know in the chat now itself. Humble request. Nothing I have left out. If you feel something I have to teach, I'll teach that also. Okay, now? Also, I have to teach you new date and time API. Joda API is there. No? That also I have to teach you. So I'll teach annotations, enums, date and time, new date and time API, which is Joda API. Also have to teach you. So these are important concepts. Whatever is important, I will teach everything, guys. Now, forget about which is not important. Also, I've taught you. 95% will be covered. Here and there, due to the time constraints, we have a limitations. Because don't you think we have to start Spring Boot, guys? Enough of Java now. We have to. But there are some concepts called as multi-threading, enums, annotations, stream APIs, new Joda API. There are must concepts. Map, like I cannot avoid them. Map I'm going to use in my Spring Boot classes. How can I avoid? Stream API I'm going to use in my Spring classes. How can I avoid? New data time API I'm going to use in my classes. How can I avoid? Enums we are going to use. Annotation extensively we are going to use. Can I avoid that? No, I cannot avoid. I have to use it. Understanding? Huh? So I have to teach you. I have no other option. For that only I need another 5 to 10 days of time. Making sense? And then we will give you 1 week of break and we will start Spring Boot journey. Okay now? Everyone? All of you present in the class? Allow me a minute of time, guys. Just 1 minute of time. I want you to give me. We will cover some important topics on the new features, Vasu. Okay. It's 1 or 2 extra classes. I don't mind. Okay. Let's do that. If you feel that we should do, we will do it. Because hardly 1-2 classes extra for that. Not so many classes. If it is so many classes, then you can refer any other resource. Okay. How many of you are excited about Spring Boot? That I have now learned Java, I need to start Spring Boot. But guys, the expectation for Spring Boot is what? Strong core Java, normal core Java, adjustment core Java, is it allowed for my Spring Boot classes? Not allowed. Little bit I know. Adjustment, I can manage core Java allowed. I can manage, not allowed. I'll adjust, not allowed. Then you should be good in core Java. Now, those who have understood the concept, they're also not eligible. It's not about understanding. Have you practiced? If you have not practiced, I can assure you, you will also face issues. If you have coded core Java, whatever we have done, no, coded and understood. Coded and understood. All of you, Spring Boot is a cakewalk. You'll understand why people are behind Spring Boot. Why people are like Spring Boot, Spring Boot, Spring Boot. You'll understand that. Why industry is using Spring Boot. Why it is in demand. You'll understand that. Only if you have practiced and if you have coded. If not, sorry. Disclaimer I have given, guys. It's not like suddenly I'll give you shockers. First only I have told you. Example, guys. I've shown you this code. If someone don't know the concept of generics, whatever I've written here, can they understand? Is it my fault, guys? See here, I've written here this code. Now, by looking at these codes and all, if they don't understand, is it my responsibility? Am I responsible for that? I hope you are able to understand. Yes. If I write something here, the syntax, I'm writing the syntax like this here. Am I understand? If they don't understand what I am writing here. Map and generics, if they don't know, they cannot understand this part. Am I responsible for this? I hope why it is important, I am clear to everyone. So this is there. No, it is not Spring syntax. Spring is not a language. Spring is not a language. It's a framework. So right now, whatever you can see, it is a syntax. This syntax is coming because of not Spring framework, because of Java. Spring is not a syntax. It's a Java base. Everyone, are you acknowledging, guys, what I'm trying to say here? All of you present in the class, everyone dot. So is it option to know good Java before Spring Boot? It is compulsory to know good Java before Spring Boot. It is compulsory. Not option, mandatory. And right now you have not revised, no problem. You have next 15 days of time. According to me, whatever Java I've taught, 15 days is sufficient to revise to the best level. Watch all the videos in 2x speed. Don't watch it 1x speed and spend 1.5 hours. 1 hour, 1.5 hours is the timing we have taken the classes. Not more than that. Rewatch videos in 2x speed. Every day, 2 sessions you can complete. Everything you can revise and you can be good before the Spring Boot. Without egos, without hurting, you please do that. I'll make sure your journey of Spring Boot is a cakewalk. It's a cakewalk. You'll understand. Don't worry about any of the code. All of the code which is there, you'll in a position to understand. Fine. See here, example, this code I have written. I'll develop same application for you also. You can see here. What am I writing here? Right now you have no clues. Why I'm writing like this? Each and everything you'll understand. Each and everything. You need not worry on anything. See, I'm writing the APIs, endpoints. Everything you'll understand. It's all easy. Looks something what is there in this code. Nothing in this code. It's the most easiest one. But remember this. Concept of generics. Concept of annotations. Concept of enums. 3 things have been used here. By chance, if you don't know generics, if you don't know enum, if you don't know annotations, core Java part, dhamar only this part. Dhamar, full dhamar. You cannot understand. Annotations, enums, generics. So it's not the Spring Boot which is hard. It's a Java which you have to be good at to understand the Spring Boot. Is that clear to everyone? All of you present in the class? Yes. That's all for your time, guys. Thank you so much. Tomorrow we will understand more on the concept of collection. Lot to be understood. Stream API, maps, annotations, enums, date and time API, and multi-threading, the major concepts, and some small associated concepts also we have to be discussing in our class. Thank you so much for joining me in today's class. I'm open for Q&A. Yes, Hibernate recorded also will be given from my end, Saiji. It will be available. Okay. Assignment questions also will be given after the maps is over, Vishal. Someone was asking me, no, yes, you are asking me some question. Few things are gone above my head today. Even after focusing, we'll go through and ask you questions tomorrow in doubt. If any, 100% you are eligible, Saiji. Suresh, please practice, revise, and code it. If there is any error, you can definitely ask me in tomorrow's doubt session. Today's class file I have already shared, but I'll share you once again. Guys, collection one zip file. Inside the zip file, all the classes of collections are there. You can start now only, Abhijit. Guys, if JDBC SQL is there, JUnit is there in your dashboard, you can watch. There are no more prerequisites are required. Maybe for JUnit annotations are required. After some time, you can watch the JUnit 5. But for now, you can start watching SQL and JDBC concepts. No problem. SCM was, is it there? He was asking me some question. This is the question, no? You want for a tree for what? What's the data input? 5216. Balance binary says tree, no? See here, first element will be added. Second element is 3, no? Second element will be checked. Is it less than 10 or greater than 10? Tell me, SM, 3 is less than 10 or greater than 10? Less. It'll go here. 5, is it less than 10? Yes. Greater than 3? 2, less than 10, less than 3. 1, less than 10, less than 3, less than 1. Here, less than 3. I mean, less than 10, but greater than 3, greater than 5. This is how the tree will be for that given data behind the scene. Understood the tree? How the tree is forming? It's very simple. Any type of data you add, that's how it will be. It is not balanced. It is, you cannot say skewed also. It is balanced only from the balance, but not fully balanced. Okay. Because in order for achieving upper bound and lower bound, we also always need wild. Yes, it is needed. Compulsory to use wildcard. In yesterday's class, we don't add 44 in for loop, but can we add these in other terms? Normally, you can add, but concurrent modification, you cannot add, Abhijit. Usually, you can add anything in your collection. But during the concurrent modification, you cannot add. That's the meaning of it. That means if you perform insertion, retrieval, or any of the operation, update operation in your collection, at the time of accessing, that's where the concurrent modification comes into picture. Normally, you can add anything you want. There is no problem in that. Yeah. Please revise, practice, practice, practice. Ask any questions in the doubt session of Core Java before getting into Spring Boot part. If you are not revised, if you have not coded, if you have not practiced, don't attend the Spring Boot classes. Spring Boot is the most easiest part. Only if you know Core Java. If you don't know Core Java, it's array index out of bounds only. Guys, whatever I said here, if someone don't know polymorphism, can they understand whatever I've said the return type? If they don't understand polymorphism, whatever words I have used, can they understand it? Is it not related to runtime polymorphism? If someone is there in the class, array list I'm returning, I could able to write here list. Tree set, array list, both I'm returning if I could able to write here. Is it because of polymorphism only? If they don't know polymorphism, whatever I say here, and if they don't know the hierarchy, they cannot understand anything about it. Okay, now? Are predefined only TR. Yes, a recorded format, Anil Tripathi. JDBCs also will be covered in the recorded format. Okay, everyone. Are reflections important interview perspective? I'll cover reflection API use case in the annotation concept, Vasu. As we did coding in today's class, can you please give syntax of generics? I have given, no, I have given the real use case. This is real use case I have told. This is also real use case only I have told. And also I have opened my Spring Boot files and I've given you what is the real use case. What else you need? Vaibhav? Before 15 days, in the next 20 days, guys, before next 20 days, all of you must complete JDBC Hibernate videos. SQL JDBC Hibernate. 20 days time you have. Within the 20 days, all of you must cover JDBC Hibernate SQL videos within next 20 days of your time. Is that fine? You don't have much time to complete JDBC. You have 30 days time for servlets. Servlets, 30 days time you have. But for JDBC, Hibernate, SQL, 20 days time. Servlet, 30 days time. JUnit, you have 1.5, 2 months time. Okay, now, everyone? So approximately when we are going to start Spring Boot, next 3 weeks of time, minimum. Synchronization in collection. No, synchronize. See, there is something called as synchronized keyword in case of multi-threading. You'll understand SCM. Okay. Synchronization can be achieved for the locking class level, method level, block level, how to use that keyword, synchronized keyword in Java. I will discuss on that. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being with me in today's class. We'll meet again tomorrow exactly at 7 a.m. and continue the journey of collection. A lot to be learned as I have given the topics which we are going to learn here. And once that is done, we will start the break and we will start the Spring Boot classes. Okay. Thank you so much for being with me in today's class. Let's meet tomorrow again at 7 a.m. and continue this beautiful journey of Java. Okay. Thank you so much, guys.